I sat on that pew right before they called lunch, and I said, this movie has made me love making movies again. Because I used to love to make movies. I did. You know.
Now Alec Baldwin says he's not sure he'll ever work again after something went horribly, horribly wrong when he was rehearsing a scene pointing what he believed to be an empty gun at Helena as she directed him to do.
I would never point a gun at anyone and pull a trigger at them, never. Never. That was the training that I had. You don't point a gun at me and pull the trigger.
Even after Helena collapsed and director Joel Souza screamed, it didn't occur to the actor that a live round was in the gun he'd been holding. He didn't experience what he described as the insanity-inducing agony of that realization until much later.
Just as you disbelieved that there was a live round in the gun, you disbelieved that this was going to be a fatal accident.
So you didn't know exactly how serious it was?
At the very end of my interview with the sheriff's department, they said to me, we regret to tell you that she didn't make it, she died. They told me right then and there. And that's when I went in the parking lot and called my wife to talk to my wife.
The actor said he hadn't checked the weapon himself, but had put his trust in 24-year-old armourer Hannah Gutierrez-Reed. Her lawyer said the set was sabotaged.
That's a big swing. That's an enormous charge to make, that someone came and did something. For what purpose? To attack who? To discredit who? To harm me, the production? I mean, that means motive and opportunity. You know, what was their motive in doing that if somebody did that? It's overwhelmingly likely that it was an accident.
One of the things her attorney has said is that she was hired for 2 positions on the film and therefore was stretched in an inappropriate way. Did she raise any of those concerns with you?
No, I assume that everyone who's shooting a lower budget film is stretched, myself included. And I got no complaints from her or the prop department. I'm not sitting there when I'm getting dressed and ready to go do a scene saying, oh my God, the prop woman seemed very harried today. I didn't get a sense of that from any of the people on the film.
He spoke emotionally about meeting Helena's husband and son, who's just 9 years old.
I think to myself, this little boy doesn't have a mother anymore. And I know that in my life, I'm with my kids, and I'm doing quite well with my kids. My kids and I are having a great time, right until my wife walks in the room, and then I become invisible. My kids all go and they jump on top of their mother. And this boy doesn't have a mother anymore. And there's nothing we can do to bring her back.
Alec Baldwin said he would do anything in his power to undo what had happened, but he said he did not feel guilt.
Someone is responsible for what happened, and I can't say who that is, but I know it's not me. I mean, honest to God, if I felt that I was responsible, I might have killed myself if I thought I was responsible. I don't say that lightly.
He said Helena Hutchins was one of the loveliest women he'd ever worked with, and she was as admired as she was loved. Sophie Long, BBC News, Los Angeles.